What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you had a great weekend. Um, Getting into this day's review. I like this episode. Theresa is back in Salem, and she finally bumped into Brady. I love that scene between her and Brady because, of course, I knew he was gonna be pissed when he seen her. Like he thought at first she was a hallucination or something, but once he figured that she was really there, I knew he was gonna be mad because he thinks that she abandoned him in Tate, but she didn't. So I'm glad that she explained the situation to him. He was pissed that Victor knew about it and didn't tell him. He was just upset that she didn't come to him. He could have protected her. But I agree with Theresa. Like you're dealing with a drug Mexican cartel. They're nothing to play with. Even in real life, we got Mexican cartels and stuff, and they're not nothing that you want to fuck with. So there was nothing nobody could do to protect her. Not even Victor could really protect her. And trust me, Victor got some reach. Like he was a part of the underworld at one point. Um, the ISA couldn't protect her. There was nobody really to protect her. So the only way for her to protect everybody else was for her to go and do what Mateo wanted her to do. But now that she's free, she's back to reclaim her life and reclaim her family. So I already know Brady is gonna be all over the place. Like he's not gonna know who to pick, her or Eve. It's to us, to a lot of us, it's an easy choice to make, Theresa. But then again, Brady started to like Eve. He fell in love with Eve. I feel like he loves Eve, but I don't think he's in love with her. She was basically the rebound. That's all she was. She was the rebound after Theresa left and stuff. That's pretty much what that relationship was and is. He's not in love with her. I believe he cares about her, but he's not in love with her like he loves Theresa. He's definitely not. And I knew Eve was gonna walk in that door when they started kissing, and long and behold, Eve walked up in that room. I said, "Yep, she done saw them kissing." So now he got a decision to make, and if he was smart, he would choose Theresa. Cause I just don't see it with him and Eve. I never did. When they got together, I was like, nope, this ain't gonna work. Cause he just don't. It's not a match like with him and Eve. Not because of her age or anything, cause she is older than Brady. But it's just I don't see no chemistry really with them. Maybe some sexual chemistry. That's about it. Romantically, I can't see them long term. And they talking about getting married. I can't see them as a long term couple. I can't. Sex buddies, maybe. Married, no. Can't see it. Him and Theresa, yeah. Um, Everybody in that town is basically crucifying the shit out of Xander. Eric and Jennifer, Paul, they just do not want Xander in that town. And I love how Xander just could care less what anybody in that town thinks or what they want. I love it. I feel like if Xander wasn't such a loose cannon, he could definitely lead the Kyriakis family because Victor obviously is up there in age. He's like what, 84, 85? He's up there in age. So he's not going to be around forever. You know what I'm saying? So the logical person to take over the Kyriakis family would be Xander, seeing as how Deimos isn't around anymore and stuff like that. It would have to be Xander because Xander is a lot like Victor in ways as far as like shady business dealings, and he's ruthless enough to lead that family the way Victor has all these years. But he's just too much of a damn loose cannon to lead that family. You know what I'm saying? Like you just never know all the way where his loyalties will lie. That's the problem. But I would definitely love to see Xander take over the leadership of that family. I think he has what it takes because Brady and Sonny don't have what it takes. Obviously, Sonny's being led into a trap by Leo. He don't even see it coming. Brady is all over the place with his love life. He sometimes goes off the wagon and starts drinking and doing drugs again. So he's not, dependable all the time. He's not ruthless enough to lead that family. Sonny's not ruthless enough to lead that family. Philip isn't around. Who else do you have? All you have is Xander. That's it. That's all you have. He's ruthless enough. He's just too damn crazy. But I just love how he didn't care what everybody thought. And he was being so sarcastic with Eric and stuff, bringing up Nicole. I loved it because let me tell you something. Eric is one of my favorite characters, but I just love how Xander was just getting under his skin with Nicole, just pissing him off at every turn. Like it was hilarious. So you need a villain like that around, just getting under everybody's skin, pissing everybody off. You know what I'm saying? Like just making everybody mad. It was hilarious. And it was so funny how he kept telling Eric he thought that he was a preacher or whatever, and he's supposed to turn a priest, and he's supposed to turn the other whatever happened to turn in the other cheek. Well, you turn the other cheek, Xander, you might get knocked in that one. I'm just saying, you better be careful because he ain't no priest no more. He might knock you on your ass. I'm just saying, you don't want to mess with Eric. But so Lucas went to Paul trying to, talk to him about Mateo and Chloe or whatever. Paul thinks that Chloe was kidnapped. At least he's on the right scent. So he wants to call John to figure out what their move is going to be against Mateo. Somebody need to hurry up and do something because I feel so bad for Chloe right now, and I'm kind of pissed that Theresa didn't tell Brady about Chloe. She lied to him, like she didn't even tell because he kept asking her because she knew about him and Eve, and he was asking her, "How did you know about Eve and him and Eve?" She kept flashing back to Chloe. I'm like, why didn't she tell Brady Chloe was in Mexico? Like you should tell somebody. But I'm glad, Paul and Paul knows or whatever. So him and John, I guess, are gonna get on it. Somebody need to hurry up because she's in dire straits at this point. Like she look like she's about to have a breakdown. She's crying. You know, this dude is literally holding her hostage. Like somebody need to hurry up and come to her damn rescue. Like I can understand why Chloe, why Theresa and Xander left her. I get it because like I said, a Mexican drug cartel. You don't want to mess with them, and there was no way for them to get her out of there. They ain't have no backup, no guns. There was no way to get them out. It was just two of them. They can't fight off a whole cartel by themselves. So, but the minute she came back to Salem, she should have told Brady though about Chloe. Like she should have told people about Chloe, so that way they could figure out a plan to help her. But at least like I said, Paul is on it, Lucas is on it, John is gonna be on it. But I feel bad for her because Mateo is such a fucking creep. I was like, every time I see him look at her, like he's just a creep. Like, ugh. Speaking of creeps, Stefan. That man is so damn delusional. It's not even funny. Like delusions of grandeur. I'm just saying, like it doesn't even make sense how delusional that man is. Like he's still talking about Gabby and oh she loved me. I'm like, bruh, she wasn't real. Like what I'm pissed about is how Chad know them. At first, Chad was saying it was rape. That's the whole reason he beat the hell out of Stefan in the first place. Now him and Abigail talking about oh she slept with his brother, but y'all talk like Abigail slept with him willingly. He raped her. She was not in her mental. She wasn't in her right frame of mind when she was in bed with him. Obviously, she was an alter. He knew she was mentally ill and he took advantage of her illness. That's rape. His ass should be under the jail. He should be under the jail right now because everybody know it was rape. That's exactly what it was. Call it what you want, but it was rape. You knew she was not mentally competent to make decisions on her own. You knew that. And you took advantage. It was rape. And I'm glad that, Abigail and Chad just, told them off, but I wish that they would file charges against them. I can understand that they just want to move on with their life, but you need to press charges against him because rape is rape and he need to go down. Him sitting in that mansion alone with no family, no friends, that's not punishment enough for him. That's not. They see it as punishment. I don't. I mean, wow, you get to sit in a big ass mansion with millions of dollars by yourself. That's not punishment. He needs to be in a prison cell, a little two by two cell. That's where he need to be. That's punishment. So I'm not agreeing with them on just moving on with their lives. No, you need to file criminal charges against them. Like seriously, then you can move on with your life after his ass is in prison. Cause he's a sicko. He needs to go down. Like you took advantage of a mentally ill person and nothing's happening to you, that's ridiculous. He needs to go down. That ass whooping clearly wasn't enough. He needs to go sit in jail with, and iron somebody's drawers and clip their toenails and sit in a jail cell with Big Sal and all them. And, you know, that's what he needs. Like, I'm just saying, that's what he needs. But anyway, this was a pretty good episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. And I will see y'all all later. Peace.